So I'm all done. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crypto Wars AMA session. I'm Amy and today we are going to host Bictory Finance. In today's AMA, we are going to have three segments. First one is about the introduction to the project. And in the second segment, you have asked some questions from Twitter and we will take 5 ones. And in the third segment, I will unmute 5 people from live community and Mr. Freddy will be answering you.
Okay,
Let me
cool.
introduce a bit. Yeah, let me introduce a bit about Mr. Freddy. He is business lead at Bictory Finance. And if I talk about Bictory, it's a Web3 application ecosystem in one-stop shop for all users need. And it's safe and inclusive ecosystem of Web3 solutions across chains. So, Mr. Freddy, once again, welcome to Crypto Wars.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks for having us here. So yeah, let me just give a little bit of introduction regarding Bictory Finance. So Bictory Finance is a Web 3.0 fintech collective that develops blockchain agnostic solutions. And right now in our portfolio of products, we have a centralized exchange, a NFT marketplace, cross-chain NFT marketplace that incorporates Concordium as well as the Solana blockchain, and the Concordium name service, which is very similar to the Ethereum name service. And yeah, that is our full ecosystem of products that we have right now. Sorry, can you hear me? Just checking if my audio is good.
Yeah, I could hear you till right now.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, just regarding Bictory Finance again, we have a centralized exchange, the NFT marketplace, as well as the Concordium naming service. And right now, we are looking to hold our public sale on 2 centralized exchanges, as well as a launch pad for our IDO. So it will be launching on the 4th of November, and we will be looking to raise 250,000 USDT come the 4th of November, with our listings coming at the end of November. So let me just give you a bit of introduction there. We are looking to list on Bitforex, P2P, B2B, and then we will be listing on DEXs as well. That would include Solanium and Radium on the Sol chain. So our token is Sol based. So we'll be minting out on the Solana blockchain. So yeah, we're very excited going forward. We've got a very strong community with a medium-sized team of about 29 people right now, and we're predominantly based in Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, and a few members based in Africa as well. So yeah, we're very excited to proceed and going forward. And I think we've got a few exciting things that we are developing, and we are looking to expand rapidly as the time goes on.
For that, and I'm glad to hear about your launching on 4th of November. So when did you get started? I mean, when was this project actually born?
Yeah, cool. So this project was initially born in November 2019, and then obviously COVID happened in March 2020, and development slowed down a little bit. But then in 2021, development picked up again, and we concluded our private rounds, our seed sale round A to D. And effectively, regarding the products that we launched a Bictory exchange in June. The NFT marketplace was launched in Q1, and the Concordium name service was recently launched in September. So all of our products are currently live. We've got an active user base, and we're doing some good volume across all our exchange, or across all our products. Apologies. And so effectively, the project has been around for about 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years. And right now, we are also looking to integrate the Aptos blockchain. Within the coming months, we will be building a DEX aggregator there as well. So what I think is one of the most impressive things that Bictory has done is that when you look at the space, you generally see a project and they develop one product. Whereas Bictory has developed 3 products and now will be developing the 4th one. And we also have a fully inclusive ecosystem, which is quite cool. And I think it speaks volumes to the ambitions of Bictory's kind of like our ambitions and what we will be doing going forward. So we won't be just based on a singular chain. We will be effectively based on a tri-chain, Concordium, Solana, as well as Aptos, NVMe. And then on the Bictory X, the exchange, currently we have ETH and Sol integrated, and Near and BSC will be integrated within, let's say, the next few months or quarter one. So yeah, I guess if I had to describe Bictory Finance as a whole, we're looking to be chain agnostic. So we're not just based on ETH or based on BSC or whatever blockchain. We want to go where the volume is, the liquidity is, and where our services are needed. And we are looking to develop whatever the market needs and not what we want to develop per se. So our main focus as Bictory is to take care of our customers or our clientele and listen to their requests and develop a platform that would suit their needs and not just our needs per se.
Are the projects who care about the people and the investors, about the community. So you have talked about the products. Three products have been launched and a fourth one is coming soon. So may I know about the products? What are those, and what are their jobs? What do they do?
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. So, well, first, let's start off with Bictory X. So, we have a centralized exchange that we launched a few months ago. So, it's just like a standard trading platform. We will be integrating margin trading, future trading, as well as a P2P trading platform as well within the coming months. That would be for the centralized exchange. Then, for the NFT marketplace, we have integrated the Concordium and Sol blockchain. We have a launchpad there, and we offer a full turnkey service as well for any creator looking to create an NFT project. If somebody wants to come to Bictory and say, hey, I've got an idea here, we're more than willing to engage with you and to help you with the smart contract creation.
Hey, is it my internet? I could not hear you after smart contract. Audible? Thanks, Newton, for letting me know about my audio. Mr. Ferdy, I cannot hear you. You're not audible.
Hello, can you hear me?
And I can hear you.
All right, thank you very much. I think Mr. Ferdy might have issues with his internet, so I might quickly just step in, and then when he comes back.
Yeah, actually, there is a bit echo in your sound. I cannot hear you properly.
Oh, let me get.
Very simple and very efficient for people to use. So yes, we have a Bictory X centralized exchange NFT marketplace, and then a Concordium name service that we have launched about a month ago, where you can register your own domain name of Concordium blockchain. Sorry guys,
Sorry
can you
to
hear me? My
interrupt you,
audio just
Mr.
quickly went
Ferdy.
out for a second. Apologies for that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were not audible. You were not audible. I
Yeah.
just heard about smart
Yes. Sorry.
contract address.
Yes.
Could you please?
Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, we're partnered up with a Concordium Foundation as well. So, we are a very well-funded team. And as I've mentioned before, we're looking to expand quite rapidly going forward. I just also like to broach a little bit about our public sale right now that we will be listing on P2B as well as Bitforex, but I wanted to talk a little bit about tier one listings as well. We are also in discussions of Gate.io, KuCoin, and Yobi at the moment. So I would say, end of November, we might be looking at being listed on about 5 to 6 centralized exchanges, as well as on DEX, two DEXs, Solanium or Radium. So right now we're looking to expand quite rapidly. So yeah, that's just a little bit of introduction regarding our products, the centralized exchange, the NFT marketplace, as well as the Concordium naming service. And I also mentioned the DEX aggregator we will be building on the Aptos blockchain. So yeah, it's a very exciting time for Bictory Finance, and we are looking to expand rapidly as we proceed further in this year.
Glad to hear about that. So, would you like to share some of your achievements which you have achieved so far? I mean, some of the milestones.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I think the fact that we have developed three fully working products in mainnet stage over a period of 18 months. And not only have we integrated like a singular blockchain, but multiple blockchains. And once again, I think that speaks to the ambition of a project and the people that's working for Bictory Finance, as well as the relationships that we have established with relevant stakeholders in the industry. One of the questions that I noticed that when I went through your Twitter page is that a few of your followers and your members of your community were asking, what is Bictory doing to kind of stand out and make ourselves unique? And one of our focuses is on ensuring that the projects that we do list on the centralized exchange, as well as the NFT marketplace, have been fully KYC verified. So about 3 to 4 months ago, we partnered up with a premier KYC company in kind of like a Web 3.0 space, Assure DeFi, one of our main partners. So whenever somebody lists a project on BictoryX or on Bictory NFT, investors can rest assured that all precautions have been taken to ensure that everything is safe and sound. And once again, we place the investors at the forefront, of all our doings. So in terms of the technology that we've developed, in terms of the relationships that we have developed over, let's say, the past year, and also our goals going forward, I think that is something that, we've been very proud of as a collective team. And yes, I would say the main milestones would be that we're not just focused on a singular project or a singular chain, but effectively creating a whole ecosystem, BictoryX, Bictory NFT, as well as a Concordium naming service, and also integrating our own token into the ecosystem, which would effectively drive it in terms of transaction fees, liquidity provision, getting discounts on listings, and a few more additional features as well. So we have developed 3 working projects. We've got a team strong of 29 individuals based all over the world. And we have developed a full working ecosystem. And then obviously the tier 1 listings coming at the end of November. So I think that is something that we are very proud of. And, even given the current market conditions in terms of how BTC is looking and the situation in Europe and the energy crisis all over the world, we are very confident in scaling Bictory, and we will be looking, in my personal and humble opinion, to be one of the top 100 exchanges within the next 12 months, considering the fact that there are 521 right now. We are very ambitious, and we will be looking to at least onboard 1 million users within the next 12 months. So yeah, I'm very proud to be working with this team and at Bictory Finance, and I think any individual who is looking to make a solid bet and a safe bet going forward, I would really recommend that you check Bictory Finance out, because the technology that we've incorporated, it's pretty hardcore. It's pretty cutting edge technology that we have. And yeah, that's basically it regarding Bictory Finance. So yeah, thanks for the question.
Appreciate it. So every project which is launched or which is planning to launch, they come up with some motto or with some specific aim. So what was the aim behind creating such project in space? So what were you thinking while you were creating the project?
Well, one of the reasons, to answer your question there, we kind of had a look at, the current centralized exchanges as well as NFT marketplaces. And we had a look, and if you look at, let's say, the top 10 exchanges right now, so you're looking at Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, etc. They've been here for, let's say, a better part of 7 to 8 years. So they are well established and they are behemoths in the space. But if you go to exchanges anywhere outside the top 10, or let's even say the top 20, you'll notice that they, in our opinion, only exist because they've been around here for a few years, and they don't really focus on, developing customer satisfaction, in developing, products that their clientele want or need. And our focus is solely driven to assist our consumers and our clientele to be able to transact safely, and not just on a singular project, but also, as you mentioned in the beginning of the AMA, in a full ecosystem, a one-stop shop for all your needs. a centralized exchange, an NFT marketplace, as well as the Concordium naming service, and then also a DEX that we will be looking to build within the next few months. So we are looking to be a one-stop shop, because right now, if you want to trade, okay, let's say you go to Binance or to Coinbase or whatever, and you want to flip some NFTs, or you want to buy some NFTs depending on the chain. So for Sol, you go to Magic Eden, or for ETH, you go to OpenSea or whatever platform you would like. But you have to jump from platform A to B to C, whereas we are looking to integrate all these platforms into a singular situation where you can go onto Bictory.io and there you go. Whatever you need, we have it and we provide it.
That's great. Happy to hear that. So, if I talk about the future, you have already talked about the launching on 4th of November and listing by the end of November. So, besides this, what is your next target? What are you most focused upon?
Well, I would say in the immediate, it would be the successful public sale, because we will be utilizing the funds for payroll and expanding our operations. We will also be looking to apply for licenses in a few countries as to expand the Bictory X operations. And I would say our main goal right now would to be to establish our stronghold in Southeast Asia as well as Eastern Europe, and then later look to break into the African market, because the African market, whilst still underdeveloped relative to Asia and Europe, has massive potential going forward. If you look at countries like Nigeria and the importance of BDC there and what is happening in Africa right now. And we believe as a company that there is ample room for growth and for expansion. So right now, our main goals would be a successful public raise and then the expansion of the operation on all fronts going forward. So as I mentioned, we're looking to onboard 1 million users. Quite an ambitious task, but we believe we have a team and the infrastructure ready to do it. And then, yes, onboarding individuals, operating and expanding, our current services and our products, and effectively establishing a foothold relative to where we are currently positioned in Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, and then Africa going forward.
Pleasure to hear that. We have a lot of members from Africa as well. So I feel like it is going to be a very good project and for our community especially. So you have talked about the milestones already. So what is Suit project?
Sorry, could you say again?
I want to hear about the Suit project which you are presenting in future.
Oh, you're talking about any projects we're building in the future? Sorry, could you say again? I just want to clarify the question.
Yeah, I want to know about the suite of product.
Oh, okay. Regarding Bictory X and Bictory NFT and the CNS, yeah, like I mentioned before, we're looking to expand our operations right now, and currently we have a public sale and the tier 1 listings, and then going forward, we're looking to expand our operations and then scale it accordingly, and effectively become a global player, because that is the ambition of this team. That is what we are trying to do on a daily basis, and I think once again, with the 3 projects that we have and the one that we will be developing on the Aptos blockchain, a DEX aggregator, we will be looking to bring liquidity and to bring volume from there as well. So that's basically it regarding Bictory X and kind of like the collective suite of products that we have right now. There's something else I would just like to mention. I also had a look at one of the questions that you guys were asking. And one thing that I also noticed is that individuals were asking us about the security of our exchange, because right now you've got the top established exchanges. So why would you come to Bictory and you look at the exchange and you're like, okay, cool, it looks good, but why? So we have a partnership with Hacken as well as Certic, the audit companies for blockchain technology. And we are currently busy with our pen test, our penetration test, to ensure that everything is safe and stable regarding the exchange. And we have an internal cybersecurity team as well that is dedicated 24/7 to ensure that nothing happens and that everybody is safe and sound and that the funds are secured as well. So from an infrastructure perspective, we're safe, we're solid, and our smart contract that is being developed right now, it is being audited. So if you invest in Bictory Finance, you can know that everything has been done from an infrastructure perspective as well as a safety perspective. So we're a legitimate project. The project lead has been KYC'd, ambitious. We're looking to expand, looking to get at least 100,000 members on our socials within the next few weeks. And then, as I mentioned, 1 million members onboarded to the Bictory Finance suite of products within the next 12 months.
That's great. So is there a token that will power all of the suite of products Bictory Finance has built?
Yeah, so the BT token. So right now it has been deployed to the mainnet. And as I mentioned before, we're looking at holding the IEO and IDO come the 4th of November. So the Bictory token will be used to power the whole ecosystem from the exchange, the NFT marketplace, as well as the Concordium naming service. So transaction fees will be done in BT. Gas fees will be done in BT. So when you are buying BT, it's not just for a technical purpose such as liquidity provision or staking or whatever technical reason there's behind it. It's also an investment into the ecosystem. So if you look at a token such as FTT on FTX or BNB on Binance, this is what drives the ecosystem. So we don't have our own blockchain yet, but at the same time, this drives the whole ecosystem. So if you want to buy the token just for purely appreciative value, so you want to buy it for X amount and sell it for like X plus or whatever percentage you want to gain, that's brilliant. That's perfect. But by purchasing BT, if you look at it from a long-term perspective, it drives the ecosystem, and effectively investing in BT is not only beneficial for you as an investor, but for the ecosystem as well. And if the ecosystem wins, we win, the clientele and the consumers win, and everybody is happy over a long period of time. And well, in such a case, you would probably see an appreciation of a token after a period of time because value tends to gravitate towards utility. And that is everything that Bictory is about right now. So yeah, the Bictory token or BT will finance and power our whole ecosystem.
That's great. So I want to know a bit about Concordium. It's Bictory Finance. It actually built upon Concordium. I'm not much familiar on this chain. So could you please talk a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So one of the main reasons we had to look at Concordium initially was due to scalability purposes, as well as the integrated ID layer technology, which would allow individuals to KYC directly on chain, as opposed to you doing it via a third party. So we had to look at their technology and we were like, okay, cool. This looks very nice. This looks very scalable. And we had to look at Concordium and their backers, as well as the president that we have a very close relationship, or their CEO. And we had to look at their partnerships. And we decided that, look, at Bictory Finance, we were looking to build a RegFi or a regulated finance situation where effectively you had a hybrid situation where you had a centralized exchange, but also ensuring that it is regulatory compliant going forward. Because if you look at the world right now and we look at the crypto space and we see how regulation is coming down, we decided to position ourselves going forward as being regulatory compliant, and Concordium was the best blockchain for that in the immediate. But as we developed, we realized that whilst Concordium is an excellent blockchain, it is not as well known as, let's say, ETH or Sol or BNB or AVAX or Phantom. And we decided that whilst it was a very good place to depart from and build our ecosystem initially on, we knew this was not the end. And one of the main features, I guess, of Bictory Finance as well is that we have a roadmap, but it consistently develops as well. So yeah, Concordium had brilliant technology, but as I mentioned, it was just something that we looked for initially. But we will be integrating multiple blockchains, and at the end of the day, we're looking to be blockchain agnostic, not just based on Concordium, but Concordium, ETH, BSC, Sol, AVAX, Phantom, etc., kind of incorporating the whole ecosystem. Where there is liquidity, where there is volume, and where there is demand, Bictory Finance will be.
Great. So can I get some of the tokenomics of the token?
Sorry, would you like to talk about the tokenomics?
I want you to share about the tokenomics. What are those? How much is the token burning and all the details?
Okay, perfect. So currently, we will be releasing 3.7 million tokens at listing. So that is 3.7% of a 100 million. Then we have 21% of the token supply was available for token sales. So that was divided up between the seed sale and the private sale round A to D. But enough about that. I think to answer the question regarding the tokenomics is that the initial investors on the seed sale and the private sale round A to D, one of the main issues that projects generally face going forward and getting listed is that the tokenomics are skewed, and that upon TGE, there's like a 100% release or like a 50% release, whereas we decided, no, we're looking to vest this over a very long period. So just to give you an example, on our seed sale, I believe, let me just quickly have a look here at the data. I believe it is vested over a period of, just have a look here, just 1 second. On TGE, we will be only releasing 15% of the seed sale as well as from the private round. Don't quote me on the figures. I would just need to have a look at the documentation. But also regarding the tokenomics, our security auditor, Hacken, they're also checking the tokenomics for viability purposes, and we will be releasing it on our website as well. And currently in our Bictory.io light paper, which will be shared with the community as well, the tokenomics are there to see for everybody, and I believe it has been designed in such a fashion as to ensure that the token's price is protected as much as possible, given the current market conditions, and going forward, that we ensure that there is no supply dump coming initially. And then, yes, once again, our main focus was to ensure, investors are protected, even given the current market conditions. So yes, we will be releasing the audit very shortly. I believe it will be on the 27th. And currently on the Bictory.io light paper, you can have a look, and all the tokenomics are there for anybody to view and review, and however they want to do it.
Can you please do it in my DM or in the group in which we were talking all the details, so I
Yeah,
can
sure.
share with my community?
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I'll
I
put you
also,
forward.
yeah. One more thing. When is the seed sale coming? I mean, when is the date? When is
Oh,
starting? And
no, the seed sale has been completed about a year and a half ago. So the only thing left for Bictory Finance is the public sale, now November 4th. So the seed sale and private sale round A to D have been completed between last year and early, I believe, January 2021. Just need to have a look at the dates, but private as well as seed sale has been concluded.
I have seen a lot of projects which come up again with the private sale. So yeah, I got that you are not planning private sale again. It's not. It's only public sale. So how can people join the public sale, and how can they purchase, and what is minimum and what is maximum purchase?
Okay, cool. Yeah. So for the public sale, you can either go to P2B or Bitforex, or you can go to Comunitas, which is a launch pad, and it will be on the 4th of November, as mentioned. And the minimum purchase would be $100 and the maximum 5,000. So we wanted to give space to individuals who want to invest. Let's say they only have $100, that's perfect. And if you only have $5,000, that's also perfect. So we wanted to give a wide breadth of scope for individuals to have a look. And in terms of the allocations that are available on the exchanges, so we're looking at 60,000 USDT that is being raised via P2B, 70,000 that's being raised via Bitforex, and then an additional 150,000 USDT that is being raised by Comunitas. So we'll share all these details with you, and also on our Twitter page, we will be making announcements very soon about all the public sale details and where individuals can go and buy and participate in the public sale.
So I want to ask that you have done the private sale 1.5 years ago, and the public sale is starting from 4th of November. So what was happening during all the period in 1.5 years? I mean, how could people purchase the tokens during this tenure?
So that was initially, these were private investors as well as VCs, and we had an initial mailing list that we sent out way before I even joined the company. I've been here about 5 to 6 months now, but for the private sale as well as the seed sale and all the rounds that were involved, that took place between, I believe it was about January or November 2021 up until about January 2022. So for that time, we mainly focused on VCs as well as investor groups and individuals who wanted to invest in Bictory Finance. So it was done over a period of time, and as the development also continued, we decided to raise more funds going forward. Furthermore, I would just like to add that the Concordium Foundation also provided us with two grants. We were the first project on the Concordium Foundation to be awarded a grant to develop a Bictory NFT marketplace as well as the Concordium naming service. So they also funded us to a certain extent. But at the same time, we used this funding that we received from the seed sale as well as a private sale around 8D to fund the company, to pay for payroll, to develop our products, and also to expand our operations as a whole.
It's cool. And glad to hear about that. You have spent enough time on promotions so that maximum people can get to know about that. So, if we talk about the future expectations, so what should we expect from Bictory Finance native token?
Well, you should expect that, as I mentioned before, that it will be utilized for transaction fees, for gas fees, for liquidity provision, for staking purposes. Everything that is done within an ecosystem, albeit staking, trading, it will drive the whole ecosystem. And we've got a page on our website right now where we lay out the functionalities as well as the utility of a BT token. So effectively see it as this in one single sentence. Investing in BT is investing in the Bictory ecosystem. And that's about as simple as an explanation as we can get, because at the same time, BT drives the ecosystem going forward. And if the ecosystem wins and the ecosystem develops and expands, then price appreciation would follow for the BT token as well. So a quid pro quo situation, all parties win, and that is effectively our reasoning behind the BT token as well.
To hear about that. So, would you like to share something in the end of the introduction, or we should move towards the Twitter one?
Yeah, let's have a look at the Twitter questions. Maybe even bring somebody up from the stage so that we can have a little bit of a discussion. That'd be very cool.
Yeah, we will unmute the people after a Twitter segment, and you can have a discussion with the community later on.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So first question from Twitter community is, what are the team's current main priorities, and what steps will you take to ensure that the priority runs as smoothly as possible?
Well, as I mentioned earlier in the AMA, the current main priority for this company is the public sale, because not only will that allow us to raise an additional funds for the further expansion of the company, but it will also allow us to onboard more users from various exchanges as well as launchpads, and to help drive and build the ecosystem and develop our operations as a whole. So right now, our main focus for the remainder of this month, for the next 2 months, is to ensure that the public sale is successful, and from there we will expand all our operations going forward.
How do you ensure the security of smart contract?
Yeah, perfect. So, as I mentioned, we partnered up with Hacken and Certic. They are two of our official partners. And we decided to proceed with Hacken for the smart contract audit, because when you list at a tier 1 or tier 2 exchange, or any exchange for that matter that is decent and solid, they want to see how safe the contract is, that there is no malicious coding, and that investors can, be safe. Because, you don't want a situation where you have like a Uniswap or a Pancake Swap or a SushiSwap rug pool, or like infinite tokens being minted. So none of that. Hacken will also be releasing a report on the audit, and it will also be available on our website as well as Hacken's website. So for any investor that is concerned about the smart contract audit and the veracity of a smart contract, and to ensure that it is safe, well, Hacken is one of the leading blockchain auditing firms and blockchain technology specialists. So we focus on ensuring that everything is safe, and then yes, any investor who is concerned about the smart contract audit, there is no need to be concerned. Hacken has got it covered.
Cool. So let's move towards the second question from Twitter community. That is, I could see from your light paper that Bictory's KEX will have margin trading, spot trading, portfolio management tools, and more. However, they don't mention P2P and gateway. So will it be Bictory's feature in the future?
Yeah, exactly. So regarding the P2P platform, that is something that we will look to develop, let's say Q1 of next year, because at the same time, if you look at a P2P platform in terms of trading, there are many security measures that you need to develop and to insert and to ensure that, scammers don't come onto the exchange and, they steal money from individuals, because that is a very, very common situation that takes place on, any exchange that offers a P2P situation. I mean, just go into Binance and have a look at when you do a P2P trade, what you need to do in terms of security, in terms of 2FA, and in terms of confirmation before a trade can take place. And if you want to be a verified merchant, you need to submit relevant documentation as well. So that is something that we will be developing later. But regarding the fiat gateway, that is being implemented as we speak right now. And we will be looking to implement the fiat gateway on and off ramp within the next 5 to 10 business days.
That's great.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Okay.
The thing is, yeah, sorry, you wanted to say?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, no, exactly. The thing
I'm so sorry, but I could not hear you after thinking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. What we are looking to develop on Bictory X right now is to ensure that, there's an easy way to buy fiat or to convert fiat to whatever USDT or USDC. So you've got an on and off ramp. And yeah, exactly that. So we are looking to make it as smooth, efficient, and as easy for users to use. And if you go onto the Bictory IO website and you go onto the Bictory exchange, you'll notice that it's a very smooth, very sleek design. And it's very easy to use. It is developed for both beginners as well as advanced traders, both at the same time.
That's cool. So let's move towards the third question. That is, audit plays an important role in finding out the known bugs of smart contract. Can you tell us how strong your security system is? And have you done any audit by any third party before?
Yeah, okay. So as I mentioned before on the AMA, currently our smart contract is being audited by Hacken, and we've ordered a pen test as well, which is a penetration test to determine the security of the exchange. So yes, from a security perspective, we're very strong. We've got 2FA measures implemented for our users so that when there is a transaction going through or you want to deposit or withdraw something that you need to confirm, and it is an option that you can, obviously, as with any exchange, you can turn it on or off, but we have developed all these features with safety in mind. So we also have a SecOp team that consistently monitors our internal systems and our exchange to ensure that any attack that might be coming in will be diverted. And once again, we will be doing monthly pen tests as well, both internally and externally going forward, as to ensure that everything is safe. And if we need to develop additional measures, that we will be doing it. Once again, safety for the investor is at Bictory's forefront of our mind, and that is our goal. We want to add value to the individual, to the investor, and if we can't guarantee safety, then what can we guarantee? So that is our main focus.
Yeah, glad to know about that. And Hackens is a big name in auditing and all the security point of view.
Yeah, no, exactly. The thing is, we spared no money in terms of our security and our development. And if you go onto Bictory IO and you go to all of our products, you'll notice the quality immediately, not only of design but also of the infrastructure, and the security measures will be very evident. And once again, we want to create a safe space for individuals and also institutions coming in the future to trade. So once again, that is our main focus: is to ensure a safe and an inclusive ecosystem for Web 3.0 natives and individuals who have yet to be onboarded into the greater crypto space.
Yeah, I'm happy that you are focused upon everything and you are doing everything step by step and you are giving time to everything in the project development.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, like I said, we've spent a lot of time developing all our products, developing our relationships with stakeholders, and now we're just looking to expand and grow rapidly in the coming months.
Yeah, our next question is also about that. That is, what is the plan of global expansion? Are you focusing on the market at this time for or focus on building and development or getting customers? Or you are focused upon partnerships? Can you share some plans before the end of 2022 and for the coming year?
Yeah, no, exactly. So the answer to that question is all of the above. So we are looking not only to develop our products we will be building and also integrating additional blockchains, but we will also be developing relationships with individuals within the space as to ensure that we expand operations. So right now, due to the confidentiality of these agreements, we can't say too much. But at the same time, once again, I would really implore investors and individuals looking at Bictory Finance to keep a close look at the space, because we are really looking to go forward and to expand rapidly. Maybe not even rapidly, exponentially would be the correct word. So yes, that would be a general summary of what we are looking to do going forward. We will be looking to build, develop, as well as expand our operations.
That's perfect. So I want to ask you something which you shared before. That is in my last question. That is, Victory is in Concordium blockchain, which is not used by many. So do you plan to integrate with other popular and most used chains like BSC, Sol, or Ethereum?
Yeah, exactly. As I've mentioned before, initially we integrated with Concordium, but right now on the centralized exchange, we have Concordium, ETH, as well as Solana, and we're looking to integrate NEAR and BSC within the coming months. And then on the NFT marketplace, we have Solana and Concordium right now, and we will be looking to integrate additional chains to the NFT marketplace in the future. Once again, Bictory Finance's goal is to be chain agnostic and not just bound to a singular chain.
So how has your experience been working with Solana?
Yeah, Solana has been brilliant. So, there's a lot of FUD that surrounds Solana in terms of, the validators and the chain consistently going off. But if you look at Solana's TPS capability, the transactions per second, and you compare it to other blockchains, and you also look at, who backs Solana, SBF from FTX, this is one of the biggest players in the space. So generally, if you want to see what happens in the space, you kind of follow the individuals who actually know what they're doing. So that is one of the reasons that we decided to implement Solana as well. And if you look at the NFT situation in the NFT space, one of the main problems with ETH is that it has a bit of a gatekeeping scenario where, you've got exorbitant gas fees as well as the, I would say, the entry level to the NFT projects. If you look at, let's say, something like Bored Ape Yacht Club as the premier ETH project, and then you view something like OK Bears or DGods, there's a massive difference in terms of the pricing and also the accessibility for your average user to come in. And once again, we're looking at onboarding and mass adoption going forward, and pricing them out, well, that doesn't really sound like a viable idea. So once again, looking to be blockchain agnostic, and at the same time, we will integrate whatever blockchain we believe is suitable for our investors, and wherever liquidity is and wherever volume is, we will be.
Hey, could you please talk about the revenue generation model?
Yeah, sure. So Bictory's revenue generation model takes place, on multiple fronts. So firstly, on the Bictory X, it would be transaction fees and then maker and taker fees that would be applicable. That would be the first thing. We are looking to integrate a launchpad. Going forward, we will launch tokens and then obviously take a success fee of that, similar to how you have an IEO and IDO. So that would be the main focus regarding Bictory X. Then on Bictory NFT, there would be your standard transaction fee, which is 1% one of the lowest in the NFT markets on the Sol chain, as well as our launchpad, our full turnkey implemented launchpad, where we will be launching projects and then also taking a percentage of a commission there. Then on the Concordium name service, it would be the registering for the names as well as the maintenance, which will be paid in the native token, which is Concordium right now, but we are looking to integrate the BT token as well. So effectively, the BT token will be the main driver of our revenue as a whole. And also, as a deflationary mechanism, we will on a quarterly basis use 25% of our profits, Bictory Finance's profits as a whole, to buy back BT tokens and then send them to a burn address as well to reduce the supply as well and to add value to our individuals who hold the BT token or investors who hold the BT token.
Cool. So we have done with the Twitter segment. And is there any advice you would like to give to our community before they invest or before they get into Bictory Finance?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, first, NFA, not financial advice. Do your own research. But we're very passionate at Bictory, and we think we've developed a brilliant product and a brilliant ecosystem. But what I would recommend, go to the Bictory X exchange, sign up. It's very easy to do. You can do it with a Google account. Very easy to log in, have a look at the exchange. And then if you have any additional queries, you can always reach out to us via Discord or via Twitter, or you can come to our Telegram page. And then, just have a look at our public sale coming on the 4th of November, P2B, BitForex, Comunitas, and then the Tier 1 listings at the end of the month. We're looking at either possibly Gate, POB, or KuCoin. And I just think regarding those listings, that if a project is able to list on these Tier 1 exchanges, there has to be something behind them. And once again, if you invest in Bictory, you invest in the ecosystem, and we're here looking to work, grind, develop, and expand our operations going forward. So would appreciate you guys coming and join the Bictory ecosystem.
Cool, and I like the project, and I would suggest my community to do a bit research, and I'm sure it's going to be in your favor. So just have some research and try some.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, it's easy to use, it's been developed with ease at mind, and we welcome any individual to come. And once again, we're looking to expand our operations. And if you join Bictory Finance, and if you join the ecosystem, you'll be pleasantly surprised at what you can receive as a individual or an investor. So have a look at the future, and we will be developing and doing some big things.
That's cool. So let's move towards the live community segment. Before we move towards the live community segment, let me remind people the rules. You have to join Bictory Finance Telegram group, and you have to like and retweet this post on Cryptoverse and Bictory Finance. And you have to follow Bictory Finance and Cryptoverse on Twitter as well. So let's get into the community questions. I am going to unmute Crowd Connect. Hi, Crowd.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
Fine. And you? I am asking my question, okay?
Yeah, please.
My question is, almost 3 out of 4 of investors are focused purely on the price of token in short term, instead of understanding the real value and health of the project. Could you tell us on motivations and benefits for investors to hold your token in long term?
Yeah, perfect. Very good question. It's like I mentioned earlier in the AMA that investors, like you mentioned, 3 out of 4 investors solely look at the token as, X amount of tokens at a certain price, and they want to sell it at a certain price higher and make a profit, which is understandable. But as of this moment, the BT token, which will be developing and driving the whole ecosystem, just give me a second. It will drive a whole ecosystem going forward. So I just had something in my throat there. It will drive a whole ecosystem going forward. And at the same time, as I mentioned, that if the ecosystem keeps on developing and Bictory Finance develops more and expands more, the price appreciation would also follow the token going forward. So at the same time, we have the utilities, that's on our light paper in terms of staking, liquidity provision, and everything that I mentioned earlier in the AMA. But once again, I think the easiest and the most accurate way to describe and answer your question is that investing in BT is investing in the ecosystem. And the more people that invest in the ecosystem, the greater the ecosystem becomes. The greater the ecosystem becomes and the larger it expands, the more money is made. And it effectively creates this positive flywheel effect. So yes, to answer your question there, once again, investing in BT is investment in the ecosystem. So when you look at the BT token as a possible investor, don't ask yourself initially, what is the possible price appreciation I can get on this? Don't be bullish on the BT token. Be bullish on the ecosystem. Look at what Bictory Finance is building. Look at what they will be building going forward. Look at their goals, and then just apply the same logic I just told you right now in terms of that positive flywheel effect. So yes, just to reiterate, an investment in BT is an investment in the ecosystem, if that answers your question.
Thanks, sir. Thanks. Best of luck for your project.
Very much appreciate it.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks, Amy, ma'am. Thanks.
You're welcome. Now I'm going to unmute Chucky.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
We can.
Yeah, so I got two questions. So the first question is regarding your marketplace. So you said that you want to do like a marketplace where we can exchange Solana NFTs, Ethereum NFTs without having to go through different portals.
That's correct, yes.
My question now is that if I want to swap maybe from an Ethereum NFT to Solana, what's the gas fee? Is it gonna be on ETH or is it gonna be your own token?
Okay,
so that's the first question.
Okay, what's the second one?
The second one is, you said you're gonna come to Africa. Is in the pipeline to do some development and mass adoption. So I want to know if you have like any openings for people in Africa to apply and join the Bictory Finance.
Yeah, okay, good question. Okay, so to answer firstly, right now we have Solana and Concordium integrated into the Bictory ecosystem. And regarding the gas fees, if you transact via Concordium or Concordium NFT right now, it will be CCD will be the gas fee, and then Sol NFTs will be Solana based right now. Later on, we will be integrating the BT token into the NFT exchange, NFT marketplace as well. But if you're looking to swap a Ethereum NFT to a Solana NFT, I mean, if it's an Ethereum NFT, it's based on the Ethereum blockchain. So you would only be able to sell it on a blockchain that supports Ethereum, such as OpenSea, and with Sol, you would be looking at something as Magic Eden. So it all depends on the blockchain that the NFT is built upon. So in terms of swapping, it's not like you can swap a token like WETH to ETH. If you look at an NFT's property, you don't have, it's a non-fungible token, so that it has a one-to-one equivalence. You've got one NFT, one Sol NFT, let's say Sol NFT A, and that's it. You can't exchange it then for ETH NFT. If that technology doesn't exist at the immediate, not to my knowledge. But yes, we will be integrating the ETH blockchain going forward. And for Africa, we're looking at developing, let's say, between Q1 and Q2 next year. And yeah, we're always looking for new people to join Bictory Finance. So you can always reach out to the Bictory Telegram community and provide us with your resume. And if it's suitable and if you have the skills, we're looking to expand rapidly, as I mentioned earlier, later this year. But yeah, we're always open to, listening to people. And yeah, we would love to have you on board if you have the qualities as well as necessary skills and know-how. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. I'll be in your Telegram group now.
My pleasure.
Thank you for your question. Now Newton is here once again. Let's see what is he searching this time upon. Newton, you are allowed to speak.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hi there. How are you?
Oh, fine. How are you, sir?
Good news, sir. No complaints here.
Yes, sir. My question is, do you have any tutorial videos on YouTube And another question is, what is your short-term and long-term goals right now?
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
on the Bictory IO website, we do have tutorial videos. We have a dedicated YouTube channel as well that we will be sharing in terms of, how to operate the exchange and, the basics. So we do have tutorial videos. And once again, our short and our medium and long-term goals are, as I mentioned before in the AMA, we're looking to build additional products, integrate additional blockchains, scale our operations, become exponentially more profitable than we are right now, and to onboard 1 million users over the next 12 months. That would be our overarching goal.
Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to unmute. I'm going to unmute Edward. Newton, you can mute yourself, please. Edward, are you there?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Can I ask my question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please.
Okay, my question. Stacking program is very important for any project. Can I stake your token? Do you have any plan of starting stacking program? This is my question.
Yeah, so staking will be implemented come Q1 of 2023. So yes, very good question. We will be, one of the BT tokens functionalities or utilities will be staking, and it will also be integrated cross-chain as well. So yes, that is something that we will be implementing. And yes, I hope that answers your question.
The answer, Newton. Oh, sorry. Flown away. So
Yeah, no.
I'm going to unmute. Yeah, I'm going to unmute Rowan.
Okay, cool.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Rowan. How are you?
Good. And you?
No complaints here, man. No complaints. What's your
Okay, I
question?
am asking my question. Can you tell us what are the real pillars of this project and that will keep it moving to 2023 and beyond?
Yeah, excellent question. Very, very good question. So, once again, if I had to describe the pillars going forward, I want people to and investors to look not as Bictory Finance as a crypto exchange or NFT marketplace or a naming service or whatever project we're looking to build going forward. Bictory Finance is a fintech collective that develops blockchain agnostic solutions for the Web 3.0 space. So, wherever there's liquidity, wherever there's volume, and wherever there is a demand for Bictory Finance, we will continue going. So, we are not just bound to the Web 3.0 space. It is where we initially found ourselves and where we saw an opportunity. But Bictory Finance is a fintech collective, not an exchange per se or NFT marketplace or as Concordium naming service. This is just part of a Bictory Finance ecosystem. And going forward, Bictory Finance will be looking to expand as we develop and as the roadmap progresses. So yes, these would be the pillars, not per se the exchange of our products, but rather our core ethos and our philosophy behind Bictory Finance and who Bictory Finance is. Not a company, not a project, but as a fintech collective that develops blockchain agnostic solutions going forward.
Thanks, sir. Best of luck of project. And Amy,
Thank
you
you.
are a good hosting.
Much. Thank you for your question as well. So we have taken 5 questions. Let me check if we have. Yeah, I think we have taken 5 live questions. So Mr. Freddy, would you like to share something in the end? I mean, would you advise something?
Yeah, well, guys, I would advise you to come and have a look at Bictory IO and the products that we've developed in the ecosystem. It's really cool. It's advanced technology that we have incorporated. And once again, we are looking to expand rapidly. And I think any project that launches in these market conditions with the funding that we have, which is we're a well-funded company, and with the amount of products I think as an investor, you have to look at it and say, hey, I think these guys are ambitious. They want to develop. And we would love to have you at Bictory IO and have a look. And any way we can improve, we are always open to comments and suggestions. And then, yeah, come and join us at Bictory IO and have a look at the public sale at either P2B, Bitforex, or Communitas. We would appreciate it.
Would you like to talk about final IEO announcement?
Yeah, sure. As I mentioned before, the 4th of November, the IAO will start on. Sorry, could you say again?
Was unmuted and he was speaking with his mic unmute. Yeah, please go
Okay, yeah.
ahead.
Once again, it's just on the 4th of November. The IAO will begin at P2B, Bitforex, and then on the IDO side will be Communitas. Will the price of a token for the IAO is $0.95, and we are looking to raise 280,000 USDT over a period of, let's say, 7 to 10 days across all the exchanges. And we will be looking at listing the BT token not only on Bictory X, but on the additional exchanges at the end of November. So let's say the 30th of November. So yeah, that's basically just the summary of the public sale and where you can get involved.
And I want you to share about the website and the products links and all the social links too.
Yeah, sure. No, we'll share everything with you, and then you can share with your community. And once again, we thank you very much for having us on today, and we really appreciate it. And then, yeah, that would be pretty much all from me and for Bictory Finance. So, yeah, Amy, thanks for everything. You've been a great host, but yeah, I think that is about as much as we can tell and inform the members of your community regarding our public sale, who we are, and Bictory Finance as a collective.
So much for joining us, and thank you so much for sharing such precious information, and thank you so much for bringing such an amazing project with to our community and joining us today and sparing some time for our community.
Okay, thank you very much, Amy.
Thank you
Goodbye,
so
everybody.
much.
Amy, appreciate it.
Goodbye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much. There's a bit distortion in your sound so that I cannot hear you properly. I feel like you are speaking, but yeah.